This is a very, very impromptu live tonight. I am just relaxing. I am actually working tomorrow. I'm seeing a couple patients, so I am about to write out my packets, and I figured I wasn't doing anything, and I will pop on to see if anybody from the community was on, and if anybody wanted to chat, or if anybody had any questions. So, like I said, I'm just writing out my starter care packets for tomorrow. And that's about it. I'll wait and hang out a little bit to see if anybody joins. I think somebody just popped in. If somebody just joined the live, say something and let me know that you're there. It looks like we have one person on tonight. Like I said, it's a very impromptu live. I'm not doing much. I am just I'm just writing out my starter care packets for patients that I'm seeing tonight. Hi, Jacqueline. How are you tonight? Sometimes this is a little delayed, so I don't know. Hello. It seems like we have a few people that's on tonight. What dreams are made of? Hey, how are you doing tonight? I am doing great. What dreams are made of? How are you? Hey, Tanya, girl. Hey, girl. Hey, how y'all doing tonight? How's everybody doing? I'm not doing anything. I literally was okay, Jacqueline. Jacqueline says she is working in long-term care. Jacqueline, I love long-term care. I used to work long-term care. Hey, Barbie Lane, I'm great. How are you? I used to do long-term care as an LPN and as a RN for a short while. Hey, girl. Hey, D. Michelle. Hey, girl. Hey. How y'all doing tonight? I am literally doing an impromptu live. My daughter and her friend are in the background. So if y'all hear, is it Quam? Am I saying that right? Quam. Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? I am literally not doing anything. I am about to write out my packets for tomorrow. I have a couple stars of care that I'm going to do. I'm actually doing 3 stars of care. I did I did a video for you all today. A day in the life. Hopefully I answer a lot of questions. I've been getting a lot of questions as far as home health, as far as admissions nurse, kind of how I set my day up. So I kind of went through the entire day today to kind of let you all know how exactly it is that I set my day up. Let me know if you all can hear me. Alana, I'm on live, baby. Um, it's really Jazz RN, but my son changed my name. Girl, don't these kids be doing stuff that they don't have no business doing? Who be telling them that they could do stuff with our stuff? So if anybody has any questions, I am going to be doing some content this month. I'm actually getting my content calendar ready for the month of September. Actually, my best friend is on here. She is a content creator as well. D. Michelle, if you all see her in the comments, she is a content creator. So we are actually going to be getting together and literally doing our calendars for the month of September. Follow her. She is a therapist, a Christian therapist, and her channel is not just focused toward patients, but therapists as well. So clinicians, us as nurses, would greatly benefit from some of the things that she shares on her channel. Blessed by God, good evening. Let me put my glasses on because I told y'all I wear glasses now. I have to wear reading glasses. And I got probably about 30 pair because I'm trying to find the pair that I like the most. So there she is. That's my best friend, the T with D326. You have become my auntie through nursing. Oh, perfectly imperfect. You know what? Thank you so much. That's a huge compliment. That's actually my intent behind the channel, to kind of mentor in that auntie like way. I absolutely love being an aunt. I I was an aunt for many years, way, way, way before I was a mother. So I actually love being an aunt, and most people tell me I have that kind of aunt-like feel. So that's a huge compliment, because that's kind of the goal and the agenda of the channel, to kind of come with that soft love that an auntie, I grab you up, but I'm also gonna love you softly as well. So that's kind of the intent behind the channel. What's going on? What are you all doing tonight? What is everybody doing? Tell me where you are. Where are you chiming in for? What state do you live in? Are you a nurse? If not, what do you do for your profession? Let's talk tonight. Let me know what y'all doing around here. Yes, we feel it. Thank you so much, Perfectly Imperfect. Okay, but God girl, Marilyn. Marilyn chiming in. All right, Marilyn. I like that name too. But God girl. Yes, I love that. I love that name. We got Maryland in the house. What else do we have in New Orleans? LPN working that 16 hours tonight. Jacqueline, I used to eat up 16-hour shifts when I was an LPN. What dreams are made of? California benefit specialist. All right, California benefit. Are you a remote employee? Banking. Okay. Anybody else from banking? I think we have some more banking people in the house. Michigan RN, Texas RN, been in nursing since 1984. All right, blessed by God, is nursing strong. Okay, started prereqs for LPN. Oh, congratulations, Perfectly Imperfect. How long is your program? Now, Beaumont, Texas. I've never heard of Beaumont, Texas. Barbara Lane is a retired nurse, and she is hailing in from Beaumont, Texas, and she was an LVN. So she has contributed to the field of nursing, and we thank you. Thank you for your service. All right, D. Michelle, my best friend, is banking by day, licensed clinical therapist by night, and business owner. She is an entrepreneur in the house. How y'all doing? Any questions? Anybody got any questions, any topics, anything that you all want to talk about? I talk about everything but politics. I'm going to tell y'all now. Get somebody else to do it. Ain't nobody coming to save us but God. But we can talk about everything else but the election. We can talk about anything but the election tonight. Okay, Perfectly Imperfect applying for LPN on April 2025, and first, congratulations. Keep us updated and let us know how your progress is going. Let us know if there's any way that we can help you during your journey. It's a lot of experience in the house tonight. Naomi Gonzalez is from Texas, and she's starting nursing school in September. Congratulations, Naomi. I love nursing students. I actually used to teach, and I plan to eventually go back to it at some point. What is your favorite part of being a RN this time in your life versus when you first began? Oh, that is always a hard question. I tell you, I have thoroughly enjoyed my nursing career. There is only a very, very small portion of, thank you so much, Nick Ching Don. Thank you. I don't want to mispronounce your name. There is only a very small portion of my nursing career that I kind of did not enjoy. And I'm going to share that in an upcoming video. What shoes would you recommend for long out? You know what? I love walking shoes. And get you a really, is it, y'all know, let me tell y'all something. I be buying the stuff, but I don't be knowing the name of it. Is it Brock's? Ask my best friend. She know the name of everything. I have to run stuff by her. Is it Brockenstons? Those are really good shoes. I always wore really good Nike. Can I hear you? But it could be my connection. Is anybody else? Brooks, that's it, Naomi. Is anybody else having problems hearing me? If you can hear me, put in the number 1 if you can hear me. Brooks, I did have some Brooks that were really, really good. I still have them to this day. You can hear me now, D? Okay. Sasha Frank says she can. Okay, everybody is saying they can hear me. D, can you hear me well now? I had some, what were they? Brooks. I had some, and I still have them. I've had them for a long time. I've always wore really, really good Nike walking shoes and support stockings. They're really, really good, especially if you're doing bedside nursing. But to get back to your question, D, what I love right now is that I only work if I want to work. I literally, I am enjoying the fact that I work if I want to work, and if I don't want to work, I don't want to work. And I think that I found that great mesh, that perfect balance of being a wife, a mom, and a nurse. And thank God for my amazing husband. He doesn't care if I work or not. So that really helps me concentrate on being a wife and a nurse. It helps me concentrate on taking care of myself. And it's kind of through just some decisions that we've made to always live our household off of one income. I was able to take off of work for several years and recently went back, slightly over a year or so ago in a PRN basis. So I really, really enjoyed that. Texas RN Aladrian. Texas RN 1 year. So I think right now I'm loving the two things, honey. I love the flexibility of nursing. I'm loving working as a PRN nurse. And I love the stability of nursing. I love that you will always, 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 honey, be able to find a job. Even if it's a job that you don't want, there is stability as far as being able to find jobs. And I love that the income, I feel like in the Midwest, we fall somewhere in the middle of really good incomes, and the fact that your girl really knows how to negotiate her pay, because I'm going to just be honest, being the fact that I really, really don't have to work, I'm not leaving my house for anything other than what I want. So with that being said, we have an upcoming day in the life of a home health nurse, and people are always asking me how many hours I work, how do I make the income that I make, how do I structure it. So that video, I think I'm going to put it out Monday. What do y'all think about Monday? It's already ready. So actually all I need to do is just upload it, but I took you through my entire day. And I let y'all know I tell all my business on the internet. I let y'all know exactly how much money I made today as a home health nurse. Naomi wants to do home health. I love home health, Naomi. I started home health years ago as an LPN, and I always threatened that when they ran me crazy in my old job that I would go back to it. It's one of my first loves. And when the opportunity presented itself to go back and it fit with my family, that's right now, if it don't fit into my family, I don't do it. How do you start home health nursing? Pretty much, but God, girl, you apply. Most places, I recommend, you don't have to do what I say. I recommend that you at least have a minimal 1 year of med-surg experience. And you know what? A lot of people, they look down on long-term care. I actually recommend that you probably get that in either a long-term care environment or in a med-surg. There you go, or in a med-surg. It is a great, great start. It's a great foundation base. Let's see. Is med-surg a good? Absolutely, med-surg is a good place to start for an LPN to learn. I worked med-surg. I did everything that I could do. I almost had no other choice but to go back to school to get my RN, because I maxed my LPN out. When I tell you I maxed it out, and that was what I did. And it's kind of put me on the ladder and trajectory that I'm on now. I worked as a CNA for a long time. Okay, Naomi, then you know what's going on. I'm maxed, and that's what I tell people. Learn everything that you can learn in every position. You should learn it to the point that you can teach it. Once you can teach it, if it's only stay in that position if it serves you, your lifestyle, and what you're doing. Example, if that position is really close to your home, it is very flexible for you. It allows you to drop your kids off, or just something that fits your lifestyle, or if it just brings you peace. But I say master everything to the level that you can teach it. And then once you can teach it, move on. And that's basically what I did in my entire career. I maxed out my LPN to the point that I felt stuck and that I couldn't move on. Years ago, I went and did travel nursing in other states. I really felt stuck when I came back to Illinois, because in other states, you can do way, way more as an LPN than I was able to do it in the state of Illinois. So then I was like, it's time for me to go back to school. Okay, Sasha Frank says, I am an LP in New York City doing PDN, but what is the title to do home health visits? I'm an RN school, but I want to cross over as soon as I'm done. Just look at LPN. You should look if it's an LPN or LVN, home health nurse. And actually, I'm gonna do it. I did not know that people was having this hard of a time finding home health jobs. Like, I would have never knew. So I'm really going to do a dedicated video. I'm just gonna literally go on and put LPN home health jobs near me. That's all I'm gonna type in, and it's gonna take you right into Indeed, recruiting. I don't know a lot of the search engines because I really haven't looked for a job. Like, all of my jobs that I have, all of them came to me. I was sought out. But I did do some research. So I'm like, it's out there. Indeed. Go on Indeed. Go on Career Builder. All of the different search engines, Zip Recruiter, and look for those jobs. Just put in LPN home health jobs. LPN home health jobs near me. Are you paid by the hour or by admission/visit? Every company pays different. Some places pay by the hour, some people pay salary, and some people pay by the visit. When you're paid by the hour, though, it's typically, I'm an LVN here in Cali. Love your business. Thank you so much, Nainaret. I am sorry if I am pronouncing people's names wrong. Lyndon David, hi. Hey, Isis girl, how are you? Isis, you know I know you. So, some companies pay by hour, and I'm going to do a whole video on this for you all. Some of them pay by visit, and some of them pay by salary. Initially, when I first started off at home health, I was an LPN. So it's very common for an LPN to be paid by visit. And then you also get paid for your mileage to and from the patient's home. So, for example, for me, I think here they are using the terms, and yeah, you may just have to find out what they're using. Now, I don't want to stay at home. Okay, home health and home care in the Midwest in Illinois, where I'm at, their home care is shift visits, where you go in and take care of individual patients, almost like private duty. I agree. So maxing out your experience, absolutely max out every experience, and then move on. So, prime example, I am a starter care nurse. I'll use me as an example. I get paid per start of care. However, one of the companies that I used to work for, they pay you per hour, but the hour still equals out to the start of care visit, if that makes sense to you. Let's say a start of care, if I get paid $200 per start of care, and then if that company pays by hour, pretty much it's the exact same thing. They would take the point system. So 1 point would be worth, let's say, $75. And so if a starter care is 2.5 points, then you would get $75 for the first 1 point, $75 for the second 1 point. So that would be $150, and then that 0.5 would be worth $50. So that would be your $200 for that visit if it's making sense. What's your opinion by hour or visit? Now, Ninaret, I hope I'm not pronouncing your name wrong. You would have to find out from the individual company that you're working for. Make sure that your point system adds up like that. Now, in some states, they literally will pay you for like 8 hours. Me personally, myself, pay me per my visit because I am very skilled in what I do and I negotiate my pay. I don't even worry about what the people pay me for mileage because I make sure I get compensated for my visit itself. So, being that if I'm getting paid $200 per visit, then I don't travel that far in between patients, so therefore I don't rack up a lot of miles either. But I've negotiated my rate and I'm getting a way much more of a rate than the average person. So the average rate in my state is somewhere, depending on what companies you work for, I hear from like 125 to 150. I'm not leaving my house for that. I'll just stay at home and clean my stove. I'm not gonna lie to you. I will just stay home. That's just me. And that's mainly because the only motivation that I have for working right now is to speed our progress in paying off our mortgage. That's it. So that's my main motivating factor. If it wasn't for that, I don't even know if I would work right now because the time I took off, I enjoyed so much being at home and being a wife and a mother. That season did so much for my household until I'm eager to get back to that. So like this month, I'm not really working. Y'all know I tell y'all all my business. I show y'all everything in my what do you call it? Paycheck reveals. When you see the paycheck reveals for this month, honey, y'all gonna be like, what is according to Tawanda been over there doing? But this month is all about my daughter. It's all about doing whatever she wants to do, going wherever she wants to go before school starts back. If she has something to do that day, if she has like something that she has planned with friends, a play date or something like that, then I will go out and see patients. If not, it's me and her. If she just want to sit in the house and do whatever, if she wants to go to the park, if she wants to go here, go there, if she want to go spend all my money, it's just whatever she want to do this month. That's kind of how we have it set up. So I'm not really trying to make money. I'm not on a big money grab. Y'all already saw that your girl went in and grabbed all of the money in April, May, June, and the beginning of July. I just grabbed all of the coins. I was like a coin collector, just giving them coins. I just went and grabbed all. Hey, Buttercream. Hey. I went in. I was intentional when I got ready to go back to work after taking some time off after my mom transitioned, and I was really ready to hit the pavement running. Hey, China! I was really ready to just hit the pave running, and I just ate it up. Your girl ate it up. I had set in my mind that I wanted to bring home not make $10,000 a month. I wanted to bring home $10,000 a month for until my daughter got out of school. And that was what I did. I went and your girl just I just racked it up. I just racked it all up. And now I'm just sitting back and relaxing and doing what I want to do. And then when I get her back in school, your girl going back on another money grab. So I grabbed some money today, y'all. Anybody want to know how much money I grabbed today? Hi, Tawanda. Just did a home health interview today. What does it mean when they say pay per unit? So pay per unit means that they pay you per point system. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to come back to your question. May the Lord continue the best year. I started, yes, the principal mortgage and bought the book 12-week year. Yes. How much money? Anybody want to know how much money I grabbed today? Okay, it means pay per unit. So let's say for a follow-up visit, and I'm just going to say these rates because I don't know. Every state is different, so the rates will vary. Some will be lower, some will be higher. I always say right here in the Midwest, we fall somewhere in the middle. I don't do regular visits. I only do starter care visits, and that's because it's the biggest money grab. Okay, so today I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna go back to the unit question. I made $1,425 today in less than 8 hours. I made $1,425 today in less than 8 hours. Yes, I did. And I recorded the whole thing. I showed you all exact. I told y'all know I tell all of my business, okay? I fall somewhere in the middle of telling nothing and telling everything. So I showed you all everything, A to Z. That video, I think I'm going to let it drop. What day y'all want me to drop this video? What day do y'all want me to drop the day in the life of a home health nurse and showing y'all how I made the $1,425 today in less than 8 hours? What's your advice for new grads in pursuing career and specialty they're into? What specialty are you interested in? Should they just get experience elsewhere, or should they go straight to what they are into? What specialty are? Hey, clean ASMR. How do you finish the charting so quickly? That's my big. Let me tell y'all something. This is how I do. This is an example. This weekend, somebody said tomorrow, somebody said Tuesday. Terry on demand. Hey, Terry on demand. Hey, I just decided to do an impromptu live. So this is my tablet, okay? Do you work per diem? Do you work? I work, yes, I am a total PRN nurse. I am not committed to no job. I'm only committed to my man, and my daughter. I don't even have the bandwidth to commit to anything other than them because, like, I love to take care of my man and my daughter, okay? You're interested, surgical ICU is it's good. It's good too. I do suggest that you kind of get well. Now let me tell y'all something. Nursing, they can kind of want to stick you right there. So if you go into something like a specialty, get you a PRN job that is well-rounded, okay? Something like, thank you, Sasha, something like med surg, get something, because some people will only put you in that box. And by me have worked all the fields, I've seen how that, because when you get in a certain type of nursing, you can get framed out and your mindset will go a certain kind of way, okay? So i.e., give you an example. When I worked in, let's say when I worked on the floor in med surg, or let's just say med surg for an example. When the nurses would send the patients up to the floor from the ER, and we would be like, what the heck did they do for them down there? They ain't gave them no meds. They like, do this for them, do that, do that, do that, do that, do that. I didn't understand it. So that's why it was always that constant battle between the floor nurse and the ER nurse. Everybody talking about they don't do nothing, they don't do nothing, they don't do nothing, they don't do nothing. But when I started to work in ER, that's an emergency room. We handle the emergency, we stabilize you, we send you to the unit. Get somebody else to do the rest of the stuff. So it's kind of like you will get framed out. And I think that's what I love about working in home health. Hey, Peaches girl, hey. I think that's what I love about working in home health, okay? It takes me back to my background in ICU and ER. I like to fix them and then get somebody else to do the rest of the stuff. I don't like to do, first of all, I'm not doing a regular business because it don't make enough money for me. I'm just being honest. I'm on a money grab. It does not make enough money for me. Hey, Peaches. So that's why I do the starter care, because it's the biggest money grab, okay? Where somebody else is doing 6 return visits, I could go do 6 starter cares in that same exact time and make way more money. In answering the person's questions about the units, let's just say this here. I'm going to pull the questions back down because I'm missing some. Let's just say for a return visit, if your state or your home health company pays $60 for 1 unit, a return visit, then you'll get paid $60 for every return visit. But let's say you're doing a start of care. And if that start of care visit in your state is 2.5 points, then you'll get $120 for the two $60, 1.1 point equal 2, and then you'll get $30 for the half a point because the starter care visit is 2.5, so you would get $150 for that. If let me know if that answers your question. Back to the person who asked the question about the units, or how, when they say you get paid in units or points. Okay, let me make sure I did not miss anything. Okay, I answered China Arlene. Yes, I only do starts of care. Hello, Tawanda. Just got off work. Need to make the kind of money you make. Come on, Cheryl. I'll tell you. Come and play, play, play. Cheryl, what type of work do you do? It's as surgical ICU, like I said, I believe it is a good base to go into. It's a very good specialty, but I also recommend get you a PRN job that you only work once a month. Ain't nobody got to know you only work there once a month. Stop telling everybody y'all business. Don't nobody got to know that you only work once a month or work once a quarter. As long as that time, that length of time is on there and you know how to do the job, just do it that way. Because people will put you in the box and say that that's all you know how to do. Hey, Peaches, currently training for ED. Okay. Somebody said, this is Barbara Lane, worked med-surg for years. Was always a bit leery of going into home health. But can you believe I ended up working? Oh wow! You know, I used to have a friend. Her name was Cheryl. She always, honey, she's went on to be with the Lord. But she always wanted to go and work in the prison system, and she was trying to convince me. And I was like, honey, I came from the ghetto. I don't need to go work there. Yeah, thank you, no, thank you. Good evening. Tiffany Brown says, do you have any thoughts or tips working as a home health post? I did a very, very brief stint, and it was for a home health company, and I think I was maybe contracted or something. I did enjoy that. I did. I took care of women, postpartum care. A lot of them had C-sections or they had complications outside. So I think that that is pretty good as well. Peaches, I used to work surgical. I loved it, but not the politics, honey. These politics is out of control. My girl and her body, yeah, girl, listen. This is a pair of my, look, it got stains on it and everything. This is one of my favorite pair pajamas because they're cotton. What happened to the cotton pajamas, y'all? What happened to the cotton pajamas that they used to sell at Walmart? Why is everything polyester? Honey, us women, we cannot be sleeping in polyester. We wake up soaking wet. Bariatric nursing for Cheryl. Okay. China Arlene says, corrections scare me. I don't think I would be scared of corrections because I grew up on the west of the west side of Chicago. So don't much scare me. Unfortunately, not much scares me because of where I grew up, honey. I used to step over gray matter because somebody got shot in the head the night before. Okay, I'm telling you now. So not much scares me. I don't think I would be necessarily scared to work in the prison system. I just don't have to. Get somebody else to work in the prison system. I think because men can just be kind of a little too inappropriate. And I literally go to work, and that's it. That's it. I go to work to work. The officers will be with you. Yes, the officers will be with you. But honey, some of these people be getting caught up in these scandals up in these prisons. How do these female nurses and female correctional officers be ending up pregnant by the inmates? How, honey, it goes down in there. Now, do y'all remember a couple of years ago when the doggone the lady that ran off, helped the man break out of jail? Let me tell you something. That's the type of drama that I like. I was watching that case like they may come and try to hide up in my house. That was like I was all in. I was invested. She done helped the man break out of jail and risked her whole life for him, her life, her career, and everything. I was fully invested. I'm telling y'all now. I don't even watch TV, but I was invested in that. Girl, they stay getting pregnant and smuggling weed for inmates and sneaking money up in there. Get somebody else to do it. I like to go to bed next to my man. It ain't happening. Thank you, Peaches. My neighbor married one. Honey, I know somebody, listen, I know somebody personally that met the person. They was in jail. They met him on the phone. They married him. They lived happily ever after, though. They really did. That person was a great, great guy. The person that was out and met the person that was in is an amazing person. I know that person to this day. They, look, they made it work. Brother Crane says she remember that. Brother Crane, I was invested. Your girl was I was so invested in that. Y'all don't know. I am crazy for real. I am like really insanely crazy, okay? He got her girl. Let me tell you something. My grandmama used to teach us when they get that man. If you let them get that man, she said, "Girl, give him everything else. I ain't gonna tell you to end. My best friend will tell you I'll show out sometime. Listen, give him everything else but the man. Don't let him get that man. He get that man, he can convince you to do anything. I refuse to be on. There you go, China. I am not trying to be on Love After Lockout. Absolutely not. Hey, Andrea Cornell says, I just want to say hi. I'm enjoying your channel. Thank you so much. Hey, Cara. Oh my God! First, I have not been live in a Peaches. You already know. Let me tell y'all something. I love my subscribers so much. Some of y'all got my phone number, like my real phone number, not my Google phone number. Some of y'all got my phone number. Peaches has my phone number. I don't know if any of you all saw the video where I was taping the day in the life of the home health and the police rolled up on your girl. Peaches and a couple of other subscribers either called to check on me or email me. Let me tell y'all something. I love Peaches has been here. Peaches is gang. Peaches been here. She from a day one. Peaches has your girl phone number, okay? And Peaches gonna call. She gonna text. She gonna do all of the things. They got my man when you let them hit that. Yes, Peaches. Yeah. I mean, China said they got it. Okay. What should you do after you learn to budget and pay off your students' loans? What's next? I'm gonna be doing some actual live Zoom. I want to work one-on-one with you all or whoever's interested on budgeting and a budget plan. What's the next step for saving money? Perfectly imperfect. You have to have a goal. I.e., I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give myself an example. We have a goal of paying off our mortgage by the time that my daughter goes to high school. Meaning the first day she steps her foot in high school, we don't want no mortgage. So therefore, we have a goal of paying off our mortgage, but the goal has a timeline. So we know we need to have our mortgage paid off by this date. She going in the 7th grades, honey. So we only got the 7th and the 8th grade left. So technically we have 2 years. So if I was starting that goal right now today and I had 2 years, I would look at what my balance is. And I would say my balance is this here. I got 2 years to reach my goal, and I would reverse engineering, meaning I would act like I'm already at the goal, and I would take the steps back, and I would look and see how much money I need to pay. So basically, I have 24 months. Let's just say this here. Okay, let's just say if I had a balance right now on my mortgage of $200,000. Let's just say if that was my mortgage. Okay, I would take that $200,000. There we go. And I would divide that by 24 at minimal, and that's like $8,333. So I know at minimal, unless I'm putting bigger chunks on at a time, I need to put $8,333 on my mortgage every month for the next 24 months to pay it off. So it's the same thing. If you want to save $5,000, if you want to save $10,000, the thing that I don't want you to do is just say, I want to save 5,000. I want to save 10. I want to save 25. I want you to give it a timeline and then look and see what's reasonable for you to pay and reasonable for you to set aside for that amount of time. Now, sometimes you may even reach it quicker. Example, our goal was to have 50% of our mortgage paid off by the end of this year in December. So we started, y'all know I tell y'all all my business. I showed y'all, I told y'all what we started at the beginning of the year, okay? So I think we had, let me see, let's just say we had $45,000 to pay off this year. I can't remember exactly how much we had to pay off this year. So I knew I had 12 months to do it in, okay? So I would take that $45,000 and divide it by 12. And that was going to be, if I had to, if we was paying off $45,000 in 12 months, that means at minimal we needed to pay $3,750 a month. But sometimes you go on a money grab. Your girl went on a money grab, and I was making $10,000 a month. I was bringing home $10,000 a month, and bringing home $10,000 a month. I just met my goal way quicker than that. So sometimes it's things speed up the process. Maybe you get a raise. Maybe you get income tax. Maybe somebody owe you some money that you thought they weren't gonna never pay you back, and they paid you back. Maybe you get like anything, a lump sum or anything like that. The main thing is to set the goal, but give it a time frame. A lot of people make mistakes when they don't give their goals a time frame. If you all can still hear me, okay, because all of a sudden I couldn't see anything else. Let me know. That's right, Peaches is a day one. Okay, that's how you ride. Yes, I definitely would like that. Yes, I'm definitely going to be doing a workshop where we're going to actually start budgeting from the bottom, or what everybody's at. Peaches in China, y'all know. If you know, you know. Okay. Hello. Have you experienced any setbacks from reaching your goal? And if so, how did you get back on track? Paris Yolanda, I would say that my setback was my husband and I, this is what we do. In October, we start planning for the next year. So we look at our year where we've made it from January of October to that year. So we start to have the conversation about the next year, okay? Last year in October, my mom got sick. And I became like her, just like, that was it. It was my mama. It was my mama. So everything dropped. So typically what we do is we start the conversations in October. December 1st is our wedding anniversary. And that is the time where we really sit down, we date. We just had that date, okay, with my man. But a lot of that is very goal orientated about the next year. So I wouldn't necessarily call it a setback, but from the time my mom got sick to October to the time that she transitioned during the holiday season, her care was my primary sole responsibility. So after my mom transitioned and, after we laid her to rest, then I gave back to myself. I restored myself and my family because I was in and out of the house because I was where she was at. We initially had her at a facility, and then we brought her home to my sister's house because my sister doesn't have any children. So we took care of her primarily for there. I was spending 16, 17 hours at my sister's house sometime. So I gave back to myself initially, and then I restored my family and kind of put everything back to like the regular dynamics because my husband had just took over the taking care of the household and my daughter and stuff like that. So I did that January, February, and March. So it was a blessing because I thank God for us having our income and our finances in order, and not just that, but for being able to have the flexibility of nursing, being a PRN nurse, and just say, hey, I'm not available, and that was it. And so being able to give back to myself and my family for those 3 months, then your girl hit the ground running in April of 2024. And like I said, that was when I decided that I wanted to bring home, not just gross, but I wanted to net $10,000 a month. I showed y'all I did it. I netted $10,000 a month, and some months even more. And we fast forwarded, and we met our Our year goal, where we wanted to be in December, we met it in June of this year. So I hope that answers your question. China says, I'm trying to determine my budget now, but I'm starting from scratch on savings. Okay, China, hit your girl up, email me. You know you can email me, girl, and we can chat and we can just get you all on track. I want to pay extra on my mortgage. However, I plan on buying a new house eventually, so I'm not sure. You can do it. It's a decision you have to make. China, email me so we can talk. Stop playing games, girl. Okay. What are your tips on going to nursing school as a second career? I think nursing is actually a second, third, fourth, and fifth career for most people. It actually is. The average person does not go to nursing school right off the bat. It is very rare. It's usually a second, third, or fourth career. So it's an excellent choice because life typically gets in the way and people don't just go straight to nursing school. It's very rare. It does happen now, but it doesn't happen as often as people think it does. China says that Terry, there you go. It's a second career for China. Okay. Graduated at 37. Peach's addiction, meaning spending, is giving up everything for one thing, being debt free. Let me tell y'all something. I believe in debt freedom, honey. I don't want to owe nobody nothing. Honey, let me explain something to you. Your girl is going to show out when the mortgage is paid off. Your girl is going to show out. That's our only debt, our mortgage. Your girl showing out, okay? But recovery is giving up one thing, spending. Yes, for everything, financial gain. Absolute peaches. I love that. You always spending it you always spending it just right. What a blessing to be able to take care. It was a huge blessing. Nobody could have kept me from it. Absolutely nobody could have kept me from it. My mother was able to do the same. It's a huge blessing. Yes, honey, my mama, let me tell y'all something. My mama is resting in peace. Okay? China says she's 44. I know I'm a be. No, you won't be. I promise you, Terry. You will not be the oldest person in the world there. I promise you. You will not be the oldest person in the program. I had a really, really good friend that I met in nursing school. She was, honey, well in her 50s. We became some of the best of friends. May she rest in peace. She graduated, honey, at the top of the class. She was practically a freaking genius, but life had gotten in her way. Terry, honey, you young compared to some of them that's in nursing school, I promise you. There you go. China says, no, you won't. You just won't be. Some of my best friends in school were in their 50s. Absolutely. And the young girls are fun too. I will email you this weekend. Okay, email me this weekend, China, and then we could chat. Buttercream, see what I'm saying? I promise you, Terry, it is typically Jazz RN says she graduated at 43. Sasha Frank says nope, close friends were in their 60s. You will not, honey, you will be like a spring chicken up in there. Perfectly Imperfect says, I'm 31 and would love the older. Yes, there you go. Somebody, Nanaret says, I'm 40 and LPN and to just apply for the Bridge program. See what I'm saying? Terry, honey, you're going to be a spring chicken. You're going to be like a spring chicken in there. How long do you have to work to make this amount of money? I'm just looking into new. I tell you what, I have a lot of experience in nursing. My thing is, I'm teaching somebody right now. I am literally teaching somebody right now how to do my job. She ready. She just thinks she not. She like, I'm going to wait until October. But I am teaching her. She's already been in nursing. She had a different background. She was a PACU nurse. She's a PACU nurse. She can no longer do PACU because of the injury. She started with one of the companies that I'm with. They asked me one day, can she go out with me? And I just took her under my wing because at that time, that's when I was on the money grab. I was working. And she was like, girl, I don't want to be no case manager. I want to do what you doing because you making all of the money. And so she is right now working as a case manager. I do suggest becoming a case manager so you can become very well-rounded and get very familiar with the charting and documentation before you go into. If somebody hire you right off the bat to be a starter care nurse and you have no home health experience, run. That's a huge red flag. They just want somebody to do it. Terry says, "Get Buttercream says Terry, get to running now. You will be so happy." Yes. China says, "You got this." At Terry, one of my fellow classmates was a retired Air Force officer. Nursing school is diverse. Absolutely. Y'all, I didn't even realize we've been on here for almost an hour. We having a good time. Okay. When do you all want to do another? This was so impromptu, but I'm definitely thinking about at least doing. Is this a good time? What's a good day and a good time for a live? Because I definitely can do one about once a week. Cause the girl be having time, honey. Peaches says, "Many blessings to you all." That are absolutely Peaches. It will be hard, but definitely work it. Let me tell you something. Your family will never go hungry. Your family will never go hungry. Like I said, put your head down, do your job, and mind your business. Perfectly Imperfect says, "I decided to do my LPN first, but then heard about nurse bullying and people looking down." Let me explain something to you. Girl, let me Perfectly Imperfect, don't worry about what people always want to tell you the worst case scenario. People love to tell you the worst case scenario. If I share some of the worst let me explain something to you. According to Tawanda right here, was not always the according to Tawanda that you all know now. It took a lot of hard work. When I share my story with y'all gonna be like, whoa, I could blow your mind. I could just do a 6-month time frame and blow your mind. People love to tell the worst case scenario. I promise you. I was telling somebody, we have all thus far, not that we're not going to have some harder days, we have all already survived 100% of our hardest days. Don't let people use those scare tactics on you. China says, "Great time for me right now with my schedule." Okay. Lyndon Davis says, "Yeah, once a week at this time." Okay, so this kind of like, it seems like we've been on here since like about almost 8:30. So about 8:30, and plus if you have kids, y'all gonna be putting the kids in bed, telling them, boom, boom, getting them showers, getting them pajamas. Because I know some of us can't wait to drop them off at school in a couple of weeks. Okay, so about 8:30. This is a good night for me too. Thursday night, you know what? Okay. Thursday nights at 8:30 may be our night. This is actually a really good night for me as well. Perfectly Imperfect, you are most welcome. Anybody have any other questions? Sasha says, "I was passively bullied and showed up to work every day, all because I was new." It'll happen, Sasha. I remember I started my first LPN job. Okay, now Nina Red says this is a good time. So we're going to put down 8:30 on Thursday night. So meet me here next Thursday at 8:30. You have non-nurses sitting here laughing with you. Hey, Moni, girl, I am a whole mess. Y'all probably done figured out now I'm a little nuts. But I remember my first nursing job and I was an LPN. And I remember, honey, yes we can. Yes we can, Perfectly Imperfect. Okay, what time zone? I am Central Standard Time. Central Standard Time. I'm ready for the nurse talk. Oh, we can have, okay, Thursday night talks with Tawanda. Peaches, you know I do everything you tell me to do. I'm writing it down now, Peaches. I'm writing it down now. Okay, so my first nursing job, okay, 8:30 in what time zone? Central Standard Time, 8:30 Central Standard Time. My first nursing job, I was an LPN, okay? Now, you know how they do us when we knew. They put us on a shift that they ain't got nobody. They didn't have nobody on 11 to 7, so you know they're going to train you on 7 to 3, put you on 11 to 7. Subscribe, and her lives will show up. Absolutely perfect, imperfect. So they put me on. When the people found out, because what they did was, I was like, I want to be trained on everything because I was on a money grab, okay? So I was like, after I finished 7 to 3, I moved to 3 to 11 because I want to master everything. I know all of the emissions come in on 11:30, on 3 to 11, right? So I definitely wanted to know how to do that shift and then send me on 11 to 7 because I know ain't nobody doing nothing up over there but sleeping and want some pain pills and another sleeping pill, okay? When they found out that I was gonna be on 11 to 7. They was like, "Ooh, so and so, so and so, so and so, not gonna like that." And I was like, "What you mean?" They was like, "She run everybody off. She a 3D11 nurse. That's what she make all of her overtime at." Okay, thank you, welcome, honey. They was like, she make all of her overtime. She run everybody off that shift. So I was a young nurse. I was about 20 pounds then, y'all. Okay, 20 pounds soaking wet. So I was like, okay, they don't know me, honey. I'm from the west side. I'm hailing in from the west side of Chicago. She gonna mess around and find out, okay? And before I knew anything, sis tried it. Sis tried it. But before I knew anything, honey, she taught me all. I learned she was the coldest that ever did it. She was the one that taught me how to go and get all of the money. She and I teamed up and we had this other nurse. Baby, let me explain something to us. I am going to reveal my LPN paychecks. And y'all, please remind me to show y'all how much money I was making as an LPN. She thought she was going to bully me, but that West Side girl from the Chicago wasn't having it. I was working on the North Side, honey. North Side, they like really pretty and all of that type of stuff. Okay, there you go. From that, there you go. Let me explain something to you. I grew up on Wilcox and Keeler, Terry. I grew up in K-Town. If you know, you know. If just imagine everybody else that's not on here and from Chicago, just imagine what the K for in K-Town was. I'm going to leave it right there, okay? Yes, China, we were on a paper chase. We weren't fired. We probably done bumped into each other. You probably know some people from the circle I grew up in, okay? So she taught me how to, when I tell you she was the coldest, I racked up so much money. Honey, I'm going to show y'all. I still got my paychecks. I'm going to show y'all my LPN. When I show y'all, I've been making money like this for forever. But I just go on hiatus. I grab all the money and then I'm like a bear. I'm like, bye. I'll see y'all later. I don't want to work no more. So she taught me, the person that they told me was going to bully me and run me off of the shift. Honey, I got into that mind, and she showed me everything. We linked up and we made all of the money. We had it locked. We had it locked in because typically a lot in long-term care, the Filipinos in that area where I worked at, they outnumbered us, honey. And they was like gang, gang, gang. And so me, her, and this other nurse, we hooked up and we became gang, gang, gang. So the shifts, they didn't want to work 11 to 7. They would work 3 to 11, but they went, so we had 3 to 11 and 11 to 7 locked up, locked in. We made all of the money. I'm a hustler, baby. I grew up on the west side of Chicago. It's all I know. It's all I know. It's all I know. I know if I attract money, money comes to me. Money just, it comes to me. And that's why I hate when people try to discourage exactly. I hate it. It has been a great profession for me. It works for me. It works for my lifestyle. I have been thoroughly, I love nursing. I graduate with my RN next month. Congratulations. I have over 20. Okay, Chris, what type of work do you do right now, Chris? And if you don't mind, y'all know I tell all my business. How much money do you get paid now? Will I be able to pay that fast off? I'm getting, absolutely. You know how you're going to do it, Chris? You're going to live just like you living right now. Whatever extra you're going to get is going to go to the debt. If you don't mind sharing, Chris, because y'all know I tell all my money business. How much money do you, if you're working now, how much income you make? So, Chris, how you not going to be able to do it? You making $17 an hour. Are you working full-time or part-time? Do you work full-time or part-time right now, Chris? I'll be right back. Don't move, guys. I'm just going to do one thing. Sorry about that. I had to adjust the air. So, Chris, you're making $17 an hour right now. Do you work full-time or part-time? That's right. Congratulate Chris. Chris about to get the money. Woo! And Chris is about to grow Chris's career. You work part-time only on the weekends. So Chris, your salary is about to almost triple because you're being offered 40. Your salary is definitely gonna double and a half. So you're gonna be making 1 point something more than what you were making. So just imagine if you're making 17 now and you're gonna be making 43. So all of the extra income needs to go to the debt. Chris, continue to be a broke nursing student. You will thank yourself later. Chris, if you think about it, you're gonna go from making $17 an hour part-time to making 43, almost $44 full-time. You can knock that 20K out in no time if you continue to be a broke nurse. Say no to greedy family and friends. Miss all. I'm telling you, put your head down. Chris, I want you to be in the budgeting class. I'm definitely going to do a budgeting live. I may do y'all want a Zoom? Do you all want the budgeting to be a Zoom, or do you all want it to be just like we are tonight? I think, and you don't have to cut your cameras on. People don't want to look. Everybody don't want to show up in their bonnet. Everybody don't want people, but I want it to be very intimate. I want you all to actually be able to interact and ask the questions that you want to ask. Okay. You are welcome, Chris. Avoid DoorDash, Grubhub, Amazon, TikTok Shop. All of that, Chris. You could do it. Yes, Chris, I wish I would have done it. Surviving but thriving. Listen to all of this wisdom in the room, okay? You graduate on your 29th birthday. Congratulations, Chris. Stay off Instagram. Stay off Instagram. I'm telling you now. Everybody that was front and stunned, where they at now? Where they at now? These people have debt. Chris, I'm telling you now, set yourself up for success. Chris, you could be debt free by the time you're 30. You could have that paid off by the time you're 30. We're going to do, okay, somebody says Zoom. A Zoom would be, yes, because I want us to be able to interact. I want to grow a community where each one teaches one. So a Zoom, I'm going to set that up. Everybody says Zoom. Okay, Zoom. Bella K says, congratulations, Chris. Emmanuel says, what is the best department to start it in the hospital with a background in public health nursing? Emmanuel, if you have a department that you think that you want to go in, apply for that. But I always say apply for everything and get something. You just apply. Apply for everything and get something. Definitely start maximizing if there's an area that you want to go into, if you want to get into a specialty, ICU, ER. Med-Surg is a great base because I think Med-Surg nurses are some of the best nurses because they deal with and handle everything and every diagnosis. That's what makes long-term care nurses, when they go into the hospital, they don't people really complain about the census. Like long-term care nurses are used to handling 30, 40, 50, 60 patients sometimes. So you telling me they got to take care of 6? They like, what? But yes, okay, Chris would love a Zoom meeting. I would even pay for an RN financial consultation. Chris, I get you. No, you don't have to pay for that. Email me, Chris, and we're going to start working on your budget. We're going to have you out of debt by the time you're 30 years old. Hi, Alana Grace. Alana Grace, girl. That's my daughter, y'all. It's Alana Grace. She doing too much tonight. She done got off the phone with her friend, and now she wants to come in on my live after I've been on here for over an hour. BRC says write a budget and stick to the savings plans that you feel comfortable with and try to gamify. Absolutely. Chris, email me, and we're going to get you started. Everything that BRC said is what you need to be doing. Infusion nurses, I do know infusion. Let me tell you something, Emmanuel. Apply. Stop telling ourselves no. Let them tell us no. Keep applying. Apply. I turn down more jobs than I take. I promise y'all right now. I turn down more jobs than I take. Actually, 2 of the jobs that I have now, I can work remote with those jobs, But right now, I am on a money grab. So my time, I make more money in less time if I go out in the field. I do dibble and dabble, and still I did some remote work for them this month in the winter because your girl is, I ain't trying to get out there in the snow unless, yeah. So I'm gonna be on my money grab until the snow hit the ground in Chicago. Depending on the type of weather that we have or don't have, then we'll figure out if what I'm gonna be doing when the snow hit the ground. Infusion nurses make excellent money. I know infusion nurses. Apply. Let them tell you no. They will train you, especially if you have any type of a year or so background. They will train you. Surviving for Thriving said I lasted 12 weeks in home health, just accepted a position with child advocacy center. Surviving for Thriving, please tell us what went on, girl. Home health is not for everybody. I promise you it's not. Hold down Alana's name, Tawanda, and choose her to moderate your channel. She can block and remove trolls. Okay, girl. I'm sure she know how to do it. Okay, let me see. Okay, okay, Alana is my moderator. Can manage block. Okay. Alana, you're my moderator. Okay. Thank you, girl. Because y'all know listen, I'm probably the most tech. Let me tell y'all something. I tell people all of the time. I don't know if my best friend is still on here or not. If you ask anybody that knows me, know me, they will tell y'all that I am the least likely person in the world to be on social media, to have a YouTube page. When people found out I had a YouTube page, they was like, say what now? They cannot believe it because of but I know that God had me to start this channel and build this community. They paid per visit, scale wasn't working, so that they probably wasn't paying enough. Things get funny when it comes to my honey. You don't have to tell me had 12 stars of care fall off and did not. Ooh, now see, surviving but thriving. That's why I work multiple companies. I do PRN for multiple companies, and I show it and explain it to you all in the next day in a life home health company. A lot of people will be like, why do you have that many jobs? Thank you so much, China. Why do you have so many jobs? Because this is the thing. If I want to work on the days that I want to work, and then I have a video coming out showing you all exactly how I do my schedule. So let's just say I want to work. Like today I wanted to work, okay? Thank you, Peaches. Today I wanted to work. And so I had 3 companies to work from, okay? So out of those 3 companies, if I decided I wanted to do at least 5 stars of care, then I got 3 companies to pull from. If one give me 2, if one give me 2, if one give me 1, if one give me 3, one give me 2, if one give me 2, 2, 2. It's kind of almost like guaranteed money. And then so I work on what we call premium days, meaning I work toward the end of the week. Mainly the days that I work are days that the admissions is popping in. So I work those days right there. And so therefore I got 3 companies to choose from. And so I almost like have my money guaranteed. Sometimes business do fall off. But then guess what? I just let the other company know your girl's still available because I don't cut them off. Eventually, at a certain time, I'll be like, oh, I can't. I got da-da-da-da-da. But I typically, if I leave my house, I like to do a minimal 4 to 5 stars of care. If I leave my house, because I'm going on a money grab. I'm going on a money grab. Simply, she is me, but Miss Surviving, how they didn't pay you because she was getting paid. Am I correct when I say this? You were getting paid fee per visit, and all of your visits fell off, so you didn't get paid. Yeah, I definitely understand having multiple agencies now. Now I know my area only has 2 big agencies. They also weren't training well. That is common. Sent me to do a wound vac on the girl. Stop playing. Now they out of control for that. Are you willing to make/sell a guide on what to look for when you're picking a nursing agency? You know what? Let me explain something to y'all. I'm not a big, like, a lot of people go onto YouTube because they want to sell this, they want to sell that. I want to get the information out there. I do know that God has been letting me know that there's a couple of programs or things that I will be doing. But honey, I'm like, yeah, I'm a hustler. I go out and my husband takes care of me for one. And then if there's something that you actually want to know, BRC, email me and we will just chat. We'll chat it up. I'm not into that. I'm not the average YouTuber. Yes, they didn't sign consent, so no pay. Yep, there you go. That no pay. So yeah, that you can get into sticky situations like that. That's why I say I work for the three companies. People sometimes people think I'm crazy when I say I work for three companies, but I'm PRN. I can say yes, I can say no. My email, Dorothy and BRC, is the name of the channel according to Tawanda at gmail.com. The exact same name of the channel, according to Tawanda at gmail.com. But people like, I had somebody, first of all, let me tell y'all something. Let me give y'all some marriage advice. If you're married, if you're single, if you desire to be married, let me tell you something right now. Don't let these people on the internet, these TikTok people, these Instagram people, that everybody that got a phone and an opinion hop up and tell y'all what to do. Okay, I had somebody to tell me it's no way that I should have 3 jobs and a husband. Honey, my husband takes great care of me. Okay, I work because I desire to work. But if I needed to work, me and my husband have a partnership. This little chatter that you hearing on these podcasts and all that type of stuff don't dictate my life. It don't dictate because, first of all, and I believe this person was not a nurse. So actually, people that are not nurses, they don't really even understand that it is recommended to have more than one job as a nurse. It is recommended to at least keep a PRN position as a nurse. But stop, don't let these people on the internet tell y'all what to do. These people is crazy, and that's why they either they're not in any type of successful relationship or nothing. So, child, they can go on about their business. A phone and an opinion, yes, a phone and an opinion. Okay, these folks, they get on my nerves. I'm over here paying off my mortgage, and you worry about how many jobs I got, boo. Get somebody else to talk about that with you. It's Alana. If you're still on here, but if so, hi. Simply Maddie. Simply Maddie says hi, Alana. Who is Simply Maddie? China Arlene, is biblical to it is biblical to have more than one stream of income. Okay? It is biblical. Say it again, China. Just say biblical. But half of these people don't know the Bible. That's the problem right there. Simply, she is me. So I have a lady in HR of home health to tell me to work home health full-time and part-time at the hospital. She said the nurses, they do it all of the time. She said you don't work I don't work full-time hours. I showed y'all in the video that I did today that's going to be posted next week how I made $1,425 in less than 8 hours. And now I'm on the phone chilling with y'all. I done my charting. I done fed my child. I done been to the tire shop because I had a slow leak. Let me tell you, I don't work 8 hours. I've never done it. And you all see, I show you all my paychecks. Those are not 8, those are well less than 8 hours days that I work. The tide is changing on nurses. Absolutely, BRC. Mentality with being so loyal. Absolutely. Get somebody else to be loyal. I'm not it. Help, like, yep, changing their mindsets. Absolutely. Nina Red says, yes, I do case management during the week and part-time dispenser. I used to dispense methadone at a methadone clinic. It was one of the best jobs I ever had. It was a good time. Y'all, I done did so many jobs. Sometimes I have to concentrate and remember all of the jobs that I did. I got a video coming up for LPNs because I love LPNs and I always like to put them on the game. So I will be in that video releasing my LPN salary, how much I literally made doing my, as an LPN, and the different jobs that I made. I do have one on there. about jobs that I work as an LPN, but this is an updated video that will be coming out. I would miss the flexibility of home health job. Yes, I was working maybe 30 hours a week, but wasn't getting paid though. Won't miss that. I know that's right. If you're not with the right company, yeah, it can be detrimental to your income if you're not with the right company. I wish I knew about nursing earlier, but this year is my daughter's senior year and she will be met. Oh, congratulations, daughter. Congratulations. I love it. Anybody, y'all, listen, it is 10 o'clock. We have been on here for almost an hour and a half. Thank you so much, Maya Real. Thank you. So, listen, our day now is going to be Thursdays at 8:30 Central Standard Time. And Peaches has named it Thursday Night Talks with Tawanda. So somebody, who was it? I forget. Was it China? Somebody was like, can we bring our wine? Yes, we is cutting up in here like old friends. So meet me next Thursday at 8:30 p.m. And we are going to be going live. I'm definitely going to try to do it we'll definitely be here next week because Thursday is a good evening for me. So let's say we're gonna just hang out on Thursdays. Y'all meet me here on Thursdays. Bring your perfectly imperfect says bring your wine, okay? Tonight I'm just drinking some citrus grapefruit juice, but next Thursday I will have my wine. Much love to you as well, Peaches, Alana, and Chad. See you all next Thursday. So next Thursday, it will be Thursday Talks with Tawanda. Put your notifications on. Notification, gang, gang, gang. Next Thursday, next Monday, I believe I'm going to drop the Day in the Life of the Home Health video where I take you all through my day and share how I made $1,425 today. This was the day I actually did that. Surviving and Thriving says, thank you. Everybody, will you be doing a Zoom? Absolutely, Chris. I am going to be doing a Zoom. I got it on my list. I got the list over here, okay? The Zoom at 8:30 on Thursday. So I will be getting that planned and scheduled as well. Thank you so much, Terry on Demand. Terry on Demand is like, some of y'all, let me tell y'all something. Y'all don't know how much it means to me, even just for you all to share this evening with you. Thank you, Simply She Is Me. Thank you so much for subscribing. Y'all, listen, words cannot express how I feel about the community that we're building over here. We got great, great things to come the rest of this year. Thankfully, perfectly imperfect. And especially for next year, great, great things coming. We're kicking it off on Thursdays at 8:30 Central Standard Time with Talks with Tawanda. Everybody, I love you all. I love you. I love you. I love you. I have enjoyed this time that we have had together tonight. Meet me here next Thursday at 8:30 Central Standard Time. Those that were supposed to email me, I'll be looking out for your emails in the next day or two so we can get some time scheduled so we can have some one-on-one talks and get things going. And yes, after we get the Thursday nights established, we will be getting the Zoom meeting set up. So I definitely want to get that. Thank you so much, Maya Real. You all, everybody, have an amazing night. I have enjoyed my time. Don't do a live about scholarships as well. Thanks. Don't you want me to do one or not do one, Emmanuel? Simply She Is Me. My email address is the same name as the channel, according to Tawanda. According to Tawanda at gmail.com. According to Tawanda at gmail.com is the name of the channel. Any more questions before I tune off? SL says, I can't wait. I cannot wait either. I really can't wait to get on a Zoom with you all where we can all actually talk and hear each other's voice and different things like that. I'm looking forward to that. Any more questions? My email address is, don't forget, absolutely. My email address is according to Tawanda at gmail.com. Chris, you have a blessed night as well. Chris, I will be looking for your email. And like I said, I know that you can be debt-free by the time that you're 30. Absolutely. Thank you so much as well, Sasha Frank. Everybody have an amazing night. Meet me next Thursday, Central Standard Time, and then look for the next Day in a Life video to drop. I have some more videos that's going to be dropping next week as well. You are so welcome. Thank you as well. Thank you. Everybody have a good night. Bye.